Johnny hates this shit and he's done. Aaron, why do you keep talking about it? Well, because it was an interesting part of my life and I like to keep up on it. And I said from day one when I said, I'm tired of this, I'm talking about it too much, I said, I'm only going to bring this up when, Johnny?
When it's new and relevant.
When it's new and relevant. And forgive me, I will apologize to the audience for this. This is the personal part. When it's about his children, A, I knew them, and B, it gives me a window into what I would be going through right now if I hadn't made different decisions in my life. So MN Public Records on Kiwi Farms. He's the guy who's been releasing all these bombshell documents, right?
Yeah.
Well, he always releases them. It's kind of a brilliant dickhead move that he's doing. He's doing this thing where Nick goes, all right, I feel confident again. I feel like the storm has passed. I feel like things have calmed down a little bit. I'm going to stream tonight. And he'll announce the stream. And people will go, all right, Nick's coming back. And then this MN Public Records goes, just wait a fucking tick, please.
So MN Public Records is not releasing anything like confidential, right? Like it's not like a leak source. Like these are publicly available or what?
What he's doing is not illegal.
Okay.
What he's doing is going somewhere where you can view these files, like the county courthouse. He's going somewhere where you can view these files. But he's then screenshotting them or taking pictures of them and releasing them to the public.
Oh.
This is not illegal because the records are technically already public. You can go look at them. He's just removing a step for everybody. He luckily went and basically put a summary up of what's in these new documents. It is about the child case. It's about the child custody case. It's not about the criminal case. This is a different thing. As you may know, Nick and Kayla's 5 children are not with them because Nick, Kayla, and April were doing cocaine and doing and they had a fucking messy house and nobody ever fucking cleaned it and it was disgusting. And it was unsuitable for children. And then, they took drugs out of the house and all this other shit. So Nick announces he's going to stream last night. So MN Public Records goes, all right, deal with this. He writes, interesting new matter of public record attached. So now we're getting to the list of things that the state is saying you guys need to do in order to get
your kids to come back.
In order, before we start talking about your children coming back, this is what we've got to do. Their humiliating list of preconditions to return of custody includes unscheduled site visits, getting full access to every room in both homes. So that's new. We haven't heard that before. So now you can't pull my booze and drugs and everything. Well, first of all, why would you, if people's theories are correct and they are keeping it in the house that April is quote unquote staying in, then why would you put April in that position?
I don't know.
Nick's revocation of consent to release of his past hair test results not mattering much now that the Health and Human Services Department of Candy-Ojai County is preconditioning custody. This is important. On him submitting to not only random urine analysis and ETG. What's an ETG?
No idea.
Is that a blood test maybe? Looking back a few days, but he also has to do regular hair tests, looking back several months all over again. So now that's an interesting new wrinkle to this that we didn't know about before. Also, Candy-Ojai County Health and Human Services frustration with how the Rekietas invoking their Fifth Amendment right kept being, quote, a barrier to case planning tasks such as drug testing and talking about drug use. So what Candy-Ojai County is saying in these documents is that the Rekietas not letting anyone check in on their drug use is
makes it harder to get the kids back.
What the county is saying is, dude, we're trying to give you an avenue to get your children back. You're making it more difficult. You're making it look like you'd rather have drugs than your kids. They're saying that the Rekietas are being a barrier to case planning because they won't move out of the drug phase.
Yeah.
So that's needed to move the process along. Also in the documents, it says, or Nick's required mental health assessment. So Nick has to go like see a shrink or a therapist or something. Knowing Nick the way I do, he resents being asked to do a mental health assessment, resents it. And people like Nick don't want to go to something like that because they don't want to be told that they're fucked up. Because in their mind, they've got everything under control. And it's like they say in, AA or other programs where they're like, your best thinking got you where you are. Nick's got to do a mental health assessment and a chemical use assessment, both being not completed after weeks to get such simple tasks done. So if he wanted to get his kids back, he's had since, early June now.
Yeah.
To get a mental health assessment and a chemical use assessment. He doesn't want to be told he's an addict. He doesn't want to be told that he has mental health issues because he sees that as weakness. He sees that as, no, I'm a heavy operator. I know my shit. I'm 10 steps ahead of everybody. So he doesn't want to go in front of a professional and they go, you've got serious insecurity issues. You've got, serious, maybe some borderline personality disorder. Who knows? And then he doesn't want to do the chemical use assessment because he doesn't want to be told that he's a junkie. Because I've got it under control. See, what you don't understand about Coke is sometimes you have stress to this level and your capacity is here. And you do Coke and it brings your capacity up here. You can drop that bullshit on April and she'll believe it because, oh, wow, Mustang. But you're not going to be able to bullshit a chemical use assessment officer on something like that. And he knows that, so he doesn't want to do that. The fact that this is stuff he needs to do to put his family back together, and he's fucking refusing. I would have all this stuff done yesterday. I would have pled out already. Like, if this were me, I would have asked for whatever deal they want, cooperated however they needed, taken the tests, gone to all the programs, done all the stuff, because I would realize I've lost my fucking children. Something's wrong with me. Both not being completed after weeks to get such simple tasks done, or Candy, Ohio County Health and Human Services' new insistence that Nick see through meetings of a support network. It sounds like they want him to go to AA. I'm telling you right now, he ain't fucking doing it. He's got too much pride. The old term, pride come before the fall. This is it. I mean, this is one of the most stubborn, prideful motherfuckers you'll ever meet, and he thinks he's got it under control.
Is this just of him or everybody in the house now? Because are we checking everybody?
This is, you're right. This is for the return of the children. So this has to be everybody. So this has to be, I would guess this has to be April too, because if they're including both houses in this order, then
they're considering her part of the household.
I wonder if she won't have to be part of this. They need to know if he's been doing it because he was possessing it. He won't let them test. So they're like, look, until we know you're clean, motherfucker, we ain't going to even think about giving you your kids back.